right, we've been hearing rumblings, Ross, of a potential offer for Glenn Kamara. I think there was an offer. The rumours are 5 million from Everton. It's pretty much been laughed off.
It's Patterson. It's no Kamara. It's Patterson.
I said Patterson. Did I not say Patterson?
Kamara.
Oh, well. See what I mean?
See what I mean? Donkey,
I'm stupid. So Patterson, number one, Rangers do not want to sell. And number two, 5 million.
Nah.
Derisory.
I think you seen the way Gerrard answered the question, just laughed, didn't he? And said 5 million. And Everton's just been cheeky, but he's not getting a game. Everton know he's got a bit of ability, so they come with an offer. If the Rangers might consider it, I might go back with a bigger offer, but he just kicked it straight at the door saying no, because Nathan's got a long future with Rangers. We all know that. He just has to bide his time, and if he played anywhere else in the UK, or if he played in England, even a smaller club in England, it'd be worth double that easy. So £5 million not even nowhere near what he's worth.
Ross, how long do you think it will take Kerr to notice that he hasn't switched his light on and it's starting to get darker?
I know it is.
And by the time we finish this podcast, he'll be
That's what I'm going to ask, should he?
I was going to say that. He makes it look as if he's on a sunbed anyway. His face is fucking...
Ross, your thoughts on the whole Patterson saga, if you want to call it that. There's a nice headline for the record. Rangers and Patterson saga.
You've hit the nail on the head. 5 million, they were never going to sell him at 5 million. But again, for me, how much value is there in somebody who can get a game ahead of Tav, who is worth, you would be lucky to get 5-10 million. So again, this is going to be a point where this season Patterson's going to have to play games for me. He's got to. After the start to the season he had last year, for me, he's got to be playing games this year. And Bassey's shown on the other side that it can be done. I would say Patterson's a superior player to Bassey for what I've seen of the two. But for me, Patterson is, for the early signs of what I've seen him, every bit as good as Tierney was at that age, and Tierney went for 25 million and he's got hips that are made of shreddies. So for me, we were never going to sell at that, but it would be time for Patterson to be chatting the manager's door and saying, look, if you're not going to accept multi-million-pound bids for me, then you're going to have to start playing me.
That's a really good point, Kerr. Does this put Nathan in a kind of stronger negotiating position to say to the manager, look, I deserve more minutes on the park? Or is Nathan's the type of boy that won't take any notice of anything and he'll just sit back and continue going the way he's going?
I think he'll sit back for a while, Martin. But if it's still the same, maybe after January, he might say, maybe I'm getting no more game time. I don't think he'll ask to leave. Personally, I don't think he'll ask to leave, and I don't think we consider offers at the moment for himself, because I think there's Ross's like, wouldn't it?
So he's not putting any money in the meter.
I think he's got a lot to offer, not just Rangers, but Scotland. So, and he's still only a young lad, but to me, you can't shove him into the first team every week. I know he's a good player. He's a young lad, but Tav's done nothing wrong, so you just can't drop your captain for this young boy. I still waiting to see if he'll play the two of them. I think he might at some point. I don't think it'll be just now, but I'm still waiting. But he's not done anything wrong, Nathan, when he's played, put it that way. But to just say that you're starting in Tav's now after Tav being the captain and getting a new deal, he's not going to do that, Gerrard, either. So it will come a crunch time eventually, but I don't think it'll be in the near future. I think it'll be maybe after January, maybe start next season, because I don't think Nathan's wanting to rock the boat, especially what he put the club through with the pandemic and just coming through the club as a youngster and stuff like that. I think he's happy here at the moment, so I think we'll just bide his time, but it won't be a long time. We'll bide his time because he knows he can get 15 games elsewhere.
And the thing is, Ross, Nathan strikes me as the type to obviously learn from his mistakes. You know, with the whole COVID stuff, and he's bounced back because Edmondson's gone. You know, he was part of the COVID. Zungu, he's gone. He was part of the COVID. So Nathan's managed to kind of build that relationship back with Gerrard. So he doesn't strike me as the type of young player who's going to go in with the big head that barely fits through the door and says, look, Everton want me, so you better play me or I'm off.
I think Patterson and Bassey were out together. So I think, let's be honest, Edmondson and Jordan Jones, who were at the party together, were two boys who... Jones absolutely wrecked his Rangers career when he went out to try and hurt somebody and made an arse himself in front of the nation while we were getting humiliated by Celtic at that point. And ended up costing himself a lot of Northern Ireland caps during a major tournament qualification and stuff. And we were looking for an excuse to get rid. George Edmondson was ever going to come in and be a first choice for Rangers? I don't think so. Did we get him on a free contract? Yep. So we never paid money for the boys. So you'll probably find, rather than if you sign a player worth $2 million and you're getting them on a free contract, rather than giving them $8,000 a week, you'll maybe give them $16,000 a week because you're not paying that initial fee and you're trying to get them to come. So the two of them were signed on free contracts, and I don't know if the risk and the reward, their behaviour, that gave the club the perfect excuse to kind of move them on, to be honest.
Possibly.
Whereas with Patterson and certainly Bassey, there looks as if there could be staking a claim for first team and or the potential of getting a decent fee for the two of them as they mature.
Well, see, this is the thing now, Kier. We've had this supposed £5 million offer for Everton. So our players up here are getting noticed. Nathan Patterson, clearly, I mean, Everton aren't a small team. They're a very good team. They've got a very good manager. So is there a worry that quite possibly before the end of the window, Everton or another team of that stature in England come into Rangers and maybe offer a wee bit more and it's maybe a wee bit too tempting?
It's always that worry with any of the players, and like you say, like Ross said earlier, Nathan's not been playing, so they could come in with that excuse where you're not playing him anyway, so we'll give you this. Maybe if he was playing more, the offer would have been higher, but I still see, even if it up to 47 or 8, I still think Rangers would kick it out of the park, and I still think Nathan would choose to stay. I think it's maybe after January and the start of next season, maybe start to say why I'm not getting game time. But I think his game time will come. He's too good a player not to get game time. But I just think people are expecting him to go straight into the team and to have to be replaced, and that would be in the day. But he's still a young boy. He'll went to the team and they maybe make 1 or 2 mistakes. People say he's not good enough, because that's the way supporters react, like yourself. So I think it's just taking your time in anything, because I do think he's got a long term at Rangers and he could probably be a future captain for us as well.
I know. And listen, I know that young Nathan Patterson's a big fan of the show. So I know you're watching, Nathan. So just stay with your buddy. You'll be absolutely fine at Rangers. There you go. Right.
Do you know what Nathan Patterson's going to be at the Barbers asking for on Monday?
He's going to be asking for a Clarkie. Is that what he's going to be asking for?
Nathan Permerson. That'll be his new name.
Oh, man. See if he does. Oh, man.